Alright, looks like we are live for the first ever philosophy live stream on Twitch. Going to be playing Cyberpunk 100% with Phantom Liberty. Now I've already, when Cyberpunk came out, I played about a year of it, and I 100%ed the Steam achievements. Sorry about the sound, the game sound. I'll turn that down when I get in. But I wanted to skip over like the custom creation and everything, so we're gonna get right started into Nomad build. Let's see here. So I'm going body and cool for the most part, because I've done about three or four playthroughs on the first Cyberpunk. Just finished the Phantom Liberty expansion pack, so I have one finish on that. I have 100% of the Steam achievements for the original Cyberpunk, and this run through I'm going to be getting all the Phantom Liberty achievements as well, so that I have my 100% on Steam. But I'm going to be taking the whole style of this live stream is going to be going through. We're going to do a slow run, basically, of reading everything. I'm going to be checking out all the story, and we're gonna philosophize about what the heck is going on in Cyberpunk. Learn every inch of Night City, and so I picked for this run going Nomad because, well, number one, I played Street Punk like a lot, but also, I feel like a lot of streamers start Corpo or Street Kid, and I've seen a few Nomad, so it's not like nobody does it, but I felt like, why not go Nomad? It's like, what if I was actually in this world of Cyberpunk? Man, I would not live in Night City, probably. I would want to be a Nomad. I'd want to be out where there's a little less chaos, like living in Night City, man. I feel like every time you step out of your apartment, you could just get shot in the head and robbed or something like that. It's just absolutely crazy in that city. So the Nomads actually have like a good setup. There's less chaos outside the city, and they're their own team of hardcore people who can handle themselves and have perimeters and bases of operations, camps, so they can actually go out there and drink booze and have campfires and live under the stars, and then live off of whatever work and scavenging and engineering and all the different talents that they have out there as nomads. And the Nomad opening, we open up sort of just driving an item across the border for Arasaka, I believe, for a corporation, and like that seems like a realistic way to live for me, as opposed to what the people are doing in Night City. So how did I didn't spend a lot of time on my guy. I clicked randomize 3 times in the custom creator, and I got this guy. I was like, that looks like a Nomad to me. That looks like a Cyberpunk and a Nomad. Totally fits the style. So let's go with the backstory for Nomads. Roaming the Badlands, looting scrapyards, raiding fuel depots. Life on the road wasn't easy, but growing up in a Nomad clan has its perks. Honesty, integrity, and a love of freedom. Qualities that few in Night City possess and no amount of money can buy. That's absolutely how I feel. Like, in Night City, honesty, integrity, and a love of freedom get you almost nowhere. It's almost impossible to get anywhere with that. Like, if you love freedom, in Night City, you have to submit yourself constantly to being searched and scanned. You're not allowed to go this way, but you can go that way, and there's just all these different organizations who tell you what you can and can't do. They also control the money flow, and it seems like whoever does get their hands on some eddies but half the city, just every eddy they get, they spend on drugs and roaming around the streets. So, anyhow, that's why the Nomad start just seems good for me. Like, this seems like realistic way you would live. So let's confirm Nomad. So I picked body and cool because first off, I mean, I like the stealth modes in this. Multiple times I've run like the sort of netrunner build, which when you build it up, it's so easy to just clear entire buildings, just hacking people. But I like the idea of just like going with a baseball bat this time and stealth. So we're ripping off backers, so that must have been our previous clan.
You said it was nothing serious when I came in. You said you were sure.
First time in Night City, pay close attention to the tutorials. Okay. Well, it's not my first time in Night City.
Guess I was wrong. Can always look for another shop where they won't ask a lone nomad why he's hugging the border.
I'm gonna pay you what we agreed. Not want any more.
Huh. For that, you can borrow my tools and fix it yourself.
That's fine. Step aside.
What? Got any idea what to do?
I'm gonna bypass the coupling and rig a hot wire.
Compressor will run on and on. It could seize up.
Did anyone ask your opinion?
Yeah, this guy's trying to stiff me. Like I'm gonna take his advice on anything. Probably some 2-bit mechanic.
Okay, let's see what happens.
It's like I was telling you. No. Not shabby at all. Question's how long it'll last you.
That'll get me to Night City. I'll figure something else out there.
Right.
Yeah, so just as a nomad, I guess, like, I wouldn't be a properly trained mechanic, but me and my buddies would have been finding old cars, old rust bucket, or, I mean, cars, listen, people get jacked, their cars get jacked, and cars get left on the sides of roads and all kinds of stuff. I'd probably be hot wiring cars from a young age.
I'm looking for someone. Jackie Wells. Have you maybe...
No, he's never heard of Jackie? So if you've never played Cyberpunk, Jackie's our best bud.
Not liable to hear much.
Not yet, though.
Don't say.
Hey, Mike. Didn't know you had a customer.
Rolled in a few hours past. I thought he'd at least called in.
Don't you sweat it, Mike. We're gonna hash it out.
Oh yeah, small town sheriff.
Don't you know you owe the sheriff a word when you pay his town a visit? To tell him what's brought you here. Maybe even over a cup of coffee.
No need to worry. I won't be staying long.
Didn't answer my question now, did you?
Man, I'm just stopping in. I'm not calling the sheriff every time I get gas up. No, never heard of you.
That I have.
Served in Spec Ops during the last war. Silver Shoguns? Ring any bells?
Nope.
I can't say that it does.
Don't like to get along, do you?
Oh, this guy's sticking his nose in business where it doesn't belong.
That a Nomad vehicle? Might have expected that.
I just want to fix it and get out of here.
Go. I've no reason to linger.
No, you sure shit don't. Nothing boils my blood like a fucking stray. Where'd your clan pitch camp?
I could ask what do you have against nomads, but it's fairly obvious. I mean,
What? Suddenly all shy.
Nomads would be probably going into towns to get scraps and things like that all the time, not paying for it. Probably raid scrap yards and take people's stuff. So I can understand the sheriffs at the time
Hey, I'm talking to you.
wanting to keep nomads out, like getting a reputation that nomads should stay away from this town. And
There is no clan.
So,
there is no camp.
just tell
I'm
them
here
alone.
alone.
Ain't buying it. Nomads always stick to their packs.
My family's in pieces. That's why I'm headed for Night City.
Makes you an outcast among outcasts. Sure as hell hope you'll be on your way before long.
I saw a broadcasting comms tower on my way in. My antenna's down, and I need to radio someone.
What you need's to hightail it out of here without another word. Ain't got no mind to see you drifting around these parts. Got it?
Like, he's got a point. Like, my story was, I'm just in and out, man. Just let me go. I'm gonna drive out of town. And now all of a sudden, I'm changing my story. Now I need to use his radio tower. Like, that's a big imposition. Like, I'm gonna use your radio tower. Now I need something like fairly serious. So, like, I personally would want to answer. I don't. You like the sound of your voice, don't you? But like, to be honest, I don't want any trouble. I just want to get the hell out of his way.
And hit the road quick.
Yeah, I just want to be where that guy is not. Really, that's what I'm thinking. Oh, this thing's got some handling problems. All right, so now that I'm in, let's get the sound controls down a little bit. Master volume was 50. Let's go 30. Hopefully that's not too quiet so people can hear what these guys are saying. It's still a bit loud though. I don't really know how it comes across on Twitch, so hopefully everything will be good. This is my first ever stream, so if I'm messing with things, gotta be a little bit patient. Okay, so now we're here. So I told the sheriff I was going to the telecom tower, like, and this is the sort of thing that if I was the sheriff would really piss me off. Like, I've already kicked in the gate, right? So you have to keep in mind these sort of lawless nomads would really piss off a guy. Like, if your job was the sheriff, this is the kind of stuff that's really damn annoying. And you want to make an impression like you can't do this around here, you'll get shot. So clearly my V has not respected that message whatsoever. Because it's just like, I need this, right? So I'm gonna get it done.
Hello?
This is how you become a success, obviously.
Come in. Raised you finally.
Willie McCoy. It's good to hear your voice.
Fee. Wish I could say the same.
Why can't you?
You
Yeah,
abandoned the clan. I can't help you anymore.
Oh, come on, McCoy.
I never knew you to be so cautious.
Try loyal. Rules are rules. The system won't work without him. It can't. Nomads get the work in these parts because it's nomad turf. Wouldn't be a problem if you're still a backer. You should have stuck with them and joined up with the Snake Nation like the rest.
Snake Nation can kiss my ass.
So this is one of those things, like, probably they'd lost a few members or something like that. Their gang didn't have the numbers to hold their territory. So they make a deal with either this other clan or a bigger clan, Snake Nation. Snake Nation sounds like an association of clans. And kind of an overarching sort of, I mean, it's not a government, but call it a government. You have to now answer to other people when you're used to running your own show, doing doing what's best for your own guys, right? Now all of a sudden you're responsible for doing what's best for this whole group of clans, and oftentimes that can be not what's best for your own guys. And especially if other clans have a mind for using you, right? Let's send the backers. So it's kind of smart that when this Snake Nation has amalgamated the backers, I decide to get the F out before I end up getting sent to die for something for some other clan.
I need your help. One last time.
One last time. Again?
I have to find the client with my payload, but I don't know where he is.
Right place, right time. You were there?
The car broke down.
My car gave out. The electric coupling. It's a miracle I made it here. Maybe the client left a message. Could you check for me?
Sure. Last time, though. I mean it. Client's name?
Jackie Wells.
Jackie Wells.
Huh. Actually left a message. He's waiting on a farm. Flicking you the geoloc data.
Thanks, Willie. I owe you one.
You do. Just don't get yourself killed. And don't call again.
Alright, so, I mean, I'm already getting the impression that V does what V needs. Like, I haven't impressed my ex-clanmates, and they didn't respect my decision. Otherwise, other guys would have come with me. I'd have at least one friend. So you can get the sense already that V is antisocial. Probably hung out with all the guys, but felt like he knew better. He always knew better, right? And your simple nomads probably would not appreciate that. Like, you think you're the best. You think you know better than the clan. Like, they don't like people like that. Even if you are right, it doesn't make friends. Boy, this is quite the rust bucket, I gotta say. I'll be happy to get some more scratch and buy new cars. It's gonna be the best part. Alright, we just barely struggled into there. Alright, let's see if Jackie's here.
I was worried I'd have to return to farming. Yeah, sure hope you're here for me.
Of course I am.
Are you Wells?
And Jackie, por favor.
I'm V. Seems you have cargo that needs to be moved.
Oh, where I'm from, you share a bit about your soul before you talk biz, eh? It's kind of like a custom. Or just good manners, you know?
So it makes more sense, well, yeah, it makes more sense that Jackie's working on his own. Coming from Haywood, Jackie's a street kid.
Gonna be long?
And so when he hears about a job, he wants to get the most amount of money for Jackie, and he doesn't want to screw over somebody that's one of his buddies from Haywood, because they'd all be pretty tight. So you take jobs and maybe just pay a bit of scratch to the lowest bidder, whoever you can get to help you out as a hired gun. So he says, well, where I'm from, you share a bit about your soul before you talk biz, eh? It's kind of like a custom, or just good manners, you know? So Jackie wants to know exactly what kind of guy he's working with. And that this is a culture of, like, the neighborhood gang mentality, like he'd be from, which is, they're actually tight, like a brotherhood there. I would say the same thing about the Nomads too. So it's kind of strange to be such an outlier with the Nomads.
You're a man of principle?
You need a backbone, cabron. At least you'll have that left when they've taken everything else.
Yeah. Yeah, you do need a backbone. So yeah,
Hello.
it's kind of setting up already that like V is not as good a man as Jackie is.
Why don't we
I
start
would
with you
say.
then?
NC native right here. Got Haywood in my blood.
I've never been to NC. That doesn't mean much to me.
So, imagine a place where everyone's like your bro or sis. Or a distant cousin, at least.
I think I understand. You don't have to like each other, but it's family.
That's Haywood. That and everyone's back in iron. And you?
I guess one could say I'm from my own Haywood.
You and me, we're gonna get along fine.
So Jackie likes that I understand brotherhood. I want to know what's inside because I want
What's inside?
the most information possible here.
You sleep better the less you know. Got no idea myself, and that's a good thing.
You don't know what we aim to smuggle? These are stolen corporate goods.
Stolen? No. Some gonk lost the crate. Some other gonk found it, passed it on. Now it's here. You know, butterfly effect or whatever.
And there's no one looking for this crate.
Ain't no problem if they look. Only a problem if they find it before it crosses the border, no?
So I want to know what's in it because I think it's better to have all the information possible. Jackie doesn't want to know what's in it because Jackie just doesn't think thinking's a good idea. He wants to keep a job simple. I take box, I sell box.
Let's load it in the car.
A huevo.
Got a big heart, not a big thinker. I can tell that already.
Started thinking you might not come.
I got held up. And you weren't exactly easy to find.
I decided to lay low, you know? The sheriff, he looked like one grouchy motherfucker.
He was.
Yep.
Oh, I gotta open this for him.
What a fat ass. So, we headed out?
So now we're driving to the border. Gotta get smuggled goods through the border.
You have the manifest from the transport.
Of course I do. My fixer didn't give you the job deeds.
He did. I was just making sure.
Listen, friend. We're both professionals, ain't we? Hey, you, sure you moved contraband before?
Why, are you nervous?
Me?
Look at this, all this border security. You don't want to mess around here, that's for damn sure.
Border crossing up ahead. What now?
Nothing. They'll scan us and check our papers.
Okay.
I'll do the talking.
Why's my yellow line telling me to go there?
Please direct your vehicle to the inspection area.
So it's interesting they have such crazy border controls because it makes you wonder, like, who's outside the border? What's life like out there?
Bad feeling about this.
I'm not going to tell him to calm down because I think it's always good that he's on his toes.
Let me see. It's marked LOA. Perfect.
What's that mean?
Lost on arrival. It means the cargo is flagged as to be lost as soon as it crossed the border.
Oh, so they know we're smuggling?
They're about to find out.
The owner of the vehicle
That feels like somebody screwed over Jackie, obviously.
Chingada madre. What now?
This is like a setup for Jackie. So these guys gave Jackie bad paperwork that's basically telling on himself that is smuggled stuff. They didn't warn him, so he didn't know to bring bribe money, I don't think. This is how it works.
Relax. It's all in line with procedures. It's all part of the plan.
Hey, guess you know what you're doing, huh?
If we want the customs officer to turn a blind eye to our dubious dock use, we'll need a sweetener. Do you have the credit chip with the bribe?
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that.
Ah, right.
Right. You forgot.
He's a bit slimy here, just trying to steal or keep the bribe for himself.
I'll keep the engine running.
I guess it's not the worst idea
Do
to
that.
want to try to do it first without using the bribe money. It seems like it could be smart, but he also doesn't know what he's
If you're
doing.
armed, place your weapon here. Now please report to room number 2.
Boy, if this guy caught me towards the end of the game, I'd have a pile of like 30 guns that I'd have to swing over there. Alright, let's see what's going on.
Please sit. Papers. I know the rules. Everything's there.
It might be, it might not be. We'll see.
Trying to project that I've done this a million times before,
What are you
and he can trust
transporting?
me.
It's all in there.
Everything?
There's one additional enclosure.
It's not my money, so I have no problem handing it over. If it was my money, I might
Ah, yes.
think
Remind me. You
I might
drive
try
for
to
which
get-
Nomad clan?
I might try to get away with not putting it across, but it would be extraordinarily dangerous. I probably wouldn't do it if I didn't know who at least the guy was, like have a dossier on him.
Okay.
I don't drive for any
None.
clan.
No clan. I drive for myself.
Bold. And none too wise. You know, whenever I see someone like you, I'm oh so grateful not to be on that side of the table.
I'm not going to say anything.
Go on now. Your associate's waiting for you in the car.
I probably should have told
Take your
him.
personal items.
I probably should have told him that
Be careful with
I was driving for a clan, just
Welcome to Night City.
so he doesn't screw with me.
Shits, imagine Night City is some kind of paradise.
What can you do?
Because if I drive for a clan, that probably means lots of business for him. But if I'm driving for myself, he's like, "Oh, this guy's one and done. He can try to screw me."
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I tell Jackie to put his
You gotta tell me
fucking
what happened
foot
back
to the
there.
gas. I have a sneaky feeling. I have a
Let's
bad
say
feeling.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Oh. Happened a lot to you?
Rarely.
Smelling trouble around the bend?
Drive, Jackie. Just drive.
So I had to pause for a second there.
Someone's coming our way.
All right, here we go.
This does not look good.
I'm gonna get into a gunfight. I can feel it.
Stop your vehicle immediately.
Let's get out of here.
On it!
You are transporting contraband that is corporate property. I repeat, stop the car.
Damn.
I wonder if they could like scan the in the vehicle scan. They could tell what corporation, like if it had some kind of corporate ID that they could read. Yeah, them down. Oh, I didn't completely lose them. Ooh, now I did.
Gotta keep moving! Ah, those pendejos are stubborn!
Hopefully that's all of them. At this point, I'm liking what Jackie's showing me skills-wise. Like, his driving gives me confidence that he'd make a good teammate.
Keep driving. You can't stop here.
Place looks deserted. Gonna stop here. Need to sort out a few things before we go on.
Fucking hell.
Hijo de la chingada madre!
Get another car.
I almost tagged our asses. That what you call smuggling? Chingado! Was supposed to go smooth. No problems.
If you think this is my fault, at least have the balls to say so.
I don't know yet. Is it?
Good
Border
question.
security tipped off the corporation that we have their cargo.
What's the deal with these borderlies flipping us the finger as they fucking please? With no consequences.
He took a risk. He assumed we didn't have a clan backing us, and he was right.
So what now?
You can pay my transport fee. Like, I would say that because
Hello?
he hired me. I did the job. It didn't go well. I'm still his employee. He's got to pay me, right? I don't think he's going to. So what now? I could ask the same question. Well, what's your plan, boss?
I could ask the same question. Will you keep whining, or will we put a bow on this thing?
I ain't gonna lie. I'm a bit light. Can't pay you now. I have something for you once I collect my scrap for this corpo crap we're carrying.
Huh. And you just figured I would sit by patiently.
Actually, I wasn't gonna pay you at all. Just gonna bust ass and disappear as soon as we crossed over, but you're all right.
See, this is why he got a guy from outside of Haywood. He didn't have the money, so he set up this job, but he really didn't have the money. He probably owes people, so he wanted to hire me and ditch me because he didn't know me. But to his buddies in Haywood, he would never do something like that. I do appreciate the honesty he told me.
I appreciate the honesty.
I'm aware that virtually everybody is out to screw each other in Night City, and he's no different.
So, what's next?
Now we take a peek inside. Open it.
It's probably... At this point, like, I'm still wanting to get money for this.
Gonna be long?
I want to know what's in it anyways.
Oh, shit. It says Arasaka on the crate. We are robbing some heavy hitters.
And maybe we'll make some heavy money.
Yeah, these guys have a whole army behind them. Arasaka, one of the biggest corporations out there. You know your iguanas?
Lesser Antil what?
Yeah, watch the thing on TV about them. Went extinct like 30 years ago. They're from the Lesser Antilles. You come a long way, my scaly friend.
So this is an extinct iguana. Well, up till now.
You think you can make some money on it?
Sure. Think it'll make us happy.
Us?
Yeah, partner. We'll go halfsies. Any decent fixer will find a loaded gonk interested in a rare gem like this. It's kind of a shame, though. I always wanted a pet. Got the name Manny all thought out. Hey, by the way, you, got any plans for what you'll be doing in Night City?
No, I was just gonna go there. Why do you ask? That's a stupid question at the best of times.
Hello?
I'll tell them I have no plans. I'm free.
I don't have any plans. I spent the last years traveling between states with my Nomad family.
I'll probably be waiting for you somewhere, eh?
No. We decided to go our separate ways.
That must be tough, huh? Having no one to go back to. But don't you worry. Let me help you find digs. You gotta live somewhere. It's important to have people you can turn to. You know, like, family. Maybe you'll find your own down in Night City.
This is the stupidest. I don't need help. I'm going to Night City, right? I know plenty about Night City. I know that it's crazy there. I have no plans to make money. I have no friends. My own family, the Nomads I was with, the backers, don't want me to call them anymore. Jackie's like my lifeline. He's like, he fell into my lap and is willing to take me in. And Jackie, it looks like, I mean, he saw me shoot out a whole bunch of Militech agents or whoever those were, corpos anyways. And so Jackie probably thinks I'd be an asset to his family, so why not take a shot?
Thanks. Much appreciated.
Hey, come on. It's nothing. We got chemistry.
Yeah, we got chemistry. That's exactly why.
Partner.
Hey.
Aw, cuddly little fucker.
That... You're alright too. I am impressed with his driving.
You're not all bad yourself.
Oh, you don't mean that, mano.
I do though. And he told me the truth that he was planning to screw me before this all happened. So I feel like he's an honest crook, you know what I mean?